And greetings. We are on Harambee Market audio broadcast. Hello everyone. This is Melanie. Come on in and check us out. About 8:15 I think, and I am here at Harambee Market, and you are there wherever you are. And I want to welcome you on in the room. I'm at 2104 Main in North Little Rock. Greetings, everyone. I see a few of you are listening in. I always have to ask that you hit that like button if I sound okay. Shouldn't be any distractions. Hey, Adrian.
Hello, everyone.
Dallas in the house. Yeah, it sounds good from there. All right, so... And Natasha, I see you, Kim Godfrey. Greetings, everyone. Hey, welcome in. It's been a while since I've done the show, actually. I think 2 or 3 weeks. And I have just decided that when it's time to do a Thursday broadcast, then it is time. And today it is time. It's always good to take a break, and I definitely needed one. And so I took one, and I have to catch you up on that break. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Have to catch you up on the break. This show is actually going to be an interview with Natasha Marie. She is a local community servant. Natasha, I just gave you that name. Do you like it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
She's a local community servant. And I'll catch you up with her in a minute. But before I do that, of course, this is March at Harambee Market. This is Women's History Month, and so I want to back it up just a little bit, and I want to give thanks to the sisters that came from Memphis for the Rhythm of Life Wellness Ministry on Wheels. Did any of you all catch that? That was the first weekend in March 3rd and 4th. Sister Sa Sa, I give thanks. Sister Mama Ayo, I give thanks. Sister Afria, we give thanks. They came here for 2 weeks, 2 days. They spent 2 days at Harambee Market with holistic health and wellness information and workshops. Everything from chakra activation, healing from sexual abuse, holistic diet, womb wellness, reproductive health, African dance, all here 2 days at Harambee Market. It was absolutely wonderful. Maybe someone, because it's hard for me to do, maybe Natasha, she's across from me with her phone. If not, somebody that's listening could ask them or invite them in. Maybe I can actually do that. So I'll try to invite them in so they can hear me giving them thanks and praise for what they brought to the community, what they brought to the market. Those that came out were blessed and benefited from just their presence, just their knowledge. They had herbs from Jamaica, people. Do you hear me? They had fresh herbs from the ground, from the bush that they had here in the market and they sold. You can still get those. I don't have them here, but you can still get them through Sister Ma'at, Sama'at, or Sister Mama Ayo. And again, we'll be putting some information up for you because a lot of people have been reaching out to me about that. I don't have them here. We do plan on them coming back. It won't be next weekend though, okay? It will be a while that they'll be back doing something like that. But you can definitely call, text if you're Facebook friends with them, not text but inbox or message them to get those particular herbs. So I want to thank them for starting off March Women's History Month with us with their wellness tour. And I think they're going to be in Jackson, Mississippi, if not this weekend, next weekend. So if you're in the Jackson, Mississippi area, you need to be on the lookout for them because they will be there. All right. And then I took another break and I went to see my girl Adrian. Hey, Adrian, Purple Heart. Went to Dallas and I just had to breathe a little bit, kind of get away, breathe some different air, and it was really worth it. Got with a nice community of sisters and brothers there, and they shared some information with me that I will be sharing with you, but not tonight on this show. But I definitely want to share what I gleaned in that community, and that's going to be coming soon. But just know that I was in a community similar to what we have here at Harambee Market, similar to what we're doing here in Little Rock and North Little Rock and surrounding areas. It's not just here, it's in other places. There are other villages, there are other groups, there are other people that are building wellness, holistic health, knowledge-based information the way that we're building here. And so sometimes you just have to go reach out and check them out and check in and see how well you're doing and let them know how well they are doing. So greetings everyone who's coming in. You know I like those thumbs ups and I love those hearts. So if you got some for me, I'll take them. I'm not ashamed to ask. Am I sounding okay?
You're sounding great.
All right. Give thanks. Let's see what else we want to catch up with this Saturday. Thank you. Love it, love it, love it. This Saturday, if you are available, I'm going to present my vegan detox wellness workshop on, I see that, love. I see those likes. Thank you so much. I'm going to be starting my every third Saturday vegan detox wellness workshops. It's a lot, isn't it? I'm doing it for community, but I'm also doing it for myself. All right, so this is that time of the year. You know, spring is ahead. Summer is right behind it. Of course, everybody wants to get out of this slumber of winter, and what better way to do it than come on to the workshop and learn how you can use food, juicing, and just really changing a little bit about your thinking about food to kind of cleanse and detox and get all of that last bit of winter, last season out of our system. So that will be from 8:30 to 11 a.m. this Saturday here at Harambee Market. I do have some people that are signed up, which I'm very excited about. You can go on Harambee Market's page, and I do have the event there. You can click the event, and within there you can go to the invite or the invite page to purchase your ticket. Now let me say this, a lot of times those events through Evite charge you an additional fee. I'm not charging an additional fee. It costs $25, you're going to pay $25, and you're going to get a $50 presentation. Trust me, okay? I'm going to give it to you. You're going to learn a lot. I have handouts. We're going to drink. We're going to sip tea. We're going to have juice. You're gonna learn how to prepare food. There'll be recipes. I don't necessarily hand out recipes, but we're definitely, we're gonna talk about everything that goes into the various dishes. So there's gonna be a lot going on. So it is not too late to sign up. Again, you can go to Harambee Market page. If you haven't liked that page, go ahead and like it. Within that page, you will see the event for the wellness workshop. Go within that event and click that you're going, not that you're interested, because I really don't know what interested means. Either you are or you are not. And then you can go, I think there's a place where you can click the ticket and you can purchase the ticket. Okay, so you don't want to purchase it online and you want to wait till you come Saturday morning. I know, I'm like that too. And that's fine, all right? You can do that. I'm not turning anyone away. But just know we do start at 8:30. So you need to be here at 8:30. Take care of that business. If you show up at 9 or 9:30, or if you come at 10 o'clock and you want the workshop, you still have to pay the whole fee for the workshop, okay? So if you show up, just pay when you show up. All right, so, and then after that, we're going to open the door to our Harambee Market. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, Harambee Market Vendors Market that day. So we're going to have vendors in the house from 12 to 5 o'clock. All right? And some of these vendors you know very well. I haven't seen Pam Jackson of Funky Knits and Naturals in a long time, so we're going to welcome her back. She's coming from Memphis, Tennessee. I think she's in the city already. I hope she's in the city, or she's on her way, but she's supposed to be here. And she should be here, so we'll look for her on Saturday. She'll have the Funky Knits. Then we'll have Christina Witherspoon. She's a homegirl, but she lives in Chicago. But she'll be here set up. Of course, we have our lady, our Jennings lady, our Louisiana lady, Miss Michonne Johnson. You know where she's bringing those Creole concoctions. Wave to everybody, Michonne. Are you out there?
Concoctions are so amazing.
Go ahead, talk about them, Tasha.
I'm obsessed.
Talk about them.
Every time I make sure I know where she's going to be at, that I'm promoting it, because it is delicious.
But Tasha, I think you were the first one that had the concoction, because when we were here for Black Friday in November,
right?
And I remember you had a cup and you were trying to sit down and you sipped it and it stopped you. You couldn't even move. I said, well, what is that? What's going on? You was like, girl, this is so good.
I had the hot toddy.
Hey, Michonne.
I had the hot toddy with a little happy shot, and then I had some white chocolate with some more happy. And I was feeling amazing and great.
I remember your face.
And the love that I received as I was given the drink. Miss Michonne is a beautifully spirited person. And the drink that she makes.
And she can make a good drink. Let's just go ahead and be for real. She can make a good drink.
Yes, she can. That white chocolate is amazing.
So she is. Okay, Michonne, so she'll be at the door greeting, as always. So Michonne will be here. Christina Witherspoon, come get your handmade earrings, jewelry, other pieces, handbags that she'll have. Pam Jackson will be here. And we'll have food from Mental Sequence. House of Mental will be set up again from 12 until. So you come out and get your fried cauliflower, your greens, and your yams, all vegan.
I'm coming.
Natasha, you said what now?
I got to come and get some of that.
You got to come.
I need some fresh stuff.
I know that's right.
You can't trust what's at the Kroger's, honey. I got to come and get some good stuff, the real stuff.
All right, Tasha's coming. So we're going to start 8:30 that morning, right? 8:30 to 11 o'clock is the workshop. And then from 12 until 5 o'clock is the vendors market. So please share this out. If you're not, you may be listening to this not now as we're live. You may be catching this a little later, and that's fine. But just know this Saturday. What's the date this Saturday? I don't know.
It is the 17th.
It's the 17th. 8:30 to 11 is the wellness workshop. I'll call it wellness workshop, but the holistic raw food detox wellness workshop. And then after that, we'll have the vendors market open. So rain or shine, guess what we're going to do? We're going to shine. All right? So we look forward to seeing you. And if you're listening now, go ahead and like and share this with other people that may not know that we're on live, and have them listen in. I'd love to see more people in on the live feed. Like to get some feedback from you all, because we're going to talk to one of our good friends and former vendors here at Harambee Market, Miss Natasha Marie. Now, I call you Natasha Marie. Is that okay?
That's fine. Absolutely.
Preferred? Okay.
My grandmama gave me that name.
All right. So Natasha is here with us. We're going to talk to her this evening in regards to a particular program that she is working on called Black and Pink Strong. Okay. And if you look at the picture that I have up top, you see the pink fist and the Black and Pink Strong logo. And this is a project that she's been working on. And so we want to talk to her about how she got started, what's going on, because I think that's going to be on the 24th and the 25th.
No, just the 24th.
Just the 24th, which is the last Saturday in this month.
Yes, ma'am. Next Saturday.
So she's going to have an event, which is next Saturday, and she wants everyone to come out. So I want her to share with us what is the movement, the Black and Pink and Strong movement. But first and foremost, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you
Glad
for
to
being
be here.
here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, ma'am. So, Natasha, where are you from? Are you North Little Rock, or are you from anywhere?
I'm not from Arkansas at all.
Where are you from?
I'm from everywhere.
Okay. Military?
Yes. No. My childhood, I was born in Flint, Michigan. That's where my family come from. Went to Washington State, lived there for a little while, graduated high school up there, back and forth to Georgia. And then went into the military, spent 10 years overseas, and coming back stateside, being here in Little Rock for the last 2.5 years, my first time being here. But I'm settled here in Little Rock. I actually live in Jacksonville, but I work out of Little Rock. Do a lot of community service all throughout Central Arkansas with the youth, working with the at-risk and just connecting and meeting.
Well, I met you because you did been with us for Black Power Friday.
Right.
And I was impressed because you didn't know me.
Right,
I don't
right.
think you had been here before.
I had not.
And you reached out. You was like, I want to be in all 3 days. Where do I sign up? Here's my money. I'll meet you. I'll see you when I see you.
Yep.
And then you showed up.
Yeah.
And I think you had a good time.
I had a great time.
And then, it was a 3-day event. I
Yep.
said, you coming back tomorrow? You was like, yes, ma'am, I'll be back tomorrow. And then I said, well, there's another day you're going to come. And you said, yes, ma'am, I'll be back for the third day.
Right,
but I think you coming back the third day initiated maybe where you're going with this particular movement, or is this just a combination of a lot of things you have been working on?
You know what? Honestly, my passion has come from my upbringing. I have been inspired to be an influential being in people's lives because of the things that I've been through. And so working with at-risk, because I was at risk, is what has motivated me to work with the at-risk population. But then also I wrote a book called Bring Back the Village, because I kind of feel like, we can mentor the kids all day long. We can get them after school and do whatever it is that we do. But once we are done with our programs and all is said and done, and we go home because we did a good job with these kids actually go back home, and live the life that they're living, of hopelessness and, just a lost community. And so I got to thinking, it's got to be more to it than us spending a few hours of working with these students. And so I started thinking, we need to also be influential within our community. Our community also needs a facelift, also needs a push of hope. And so thank you, sis. I'm glad you loved my book. I wanted to put it out there just to show that, a community matters. A community matters. I was at risk. I've been through a lot, tried to commit suicide at 11. But I found Christ. And the church people, they had no idea what I was going through. But they saw a need. They saw a need no matter what the need was. They just saw a need, and they all loved on me no matter what. They all took me up under their wing, and they were so inspirational that the change that I made in my life, I did for them, not for myself, but for them. So when you love on folks, and you don't have to know what it is that they're going through, but when you start loving on folks and just being that mentor and that thing that they need to see and just complimenting them for no reason, that's why they say, walk around with a smile, because you never know what nobody is going through. It helps. It helps. And,
Well, it sounds like passion is in your voice.
Absolutely.
And you can relate. And that's important too.
It's very important.
And
Absolutely.
it's a blessing that any and everyone that want to come and help young people or help adults who are struggling for whatever reason, but because you've had the experience.
Yeah.
It's relatable because there's some things that I can do, but if I haven't had that experience, I really don't know what this particular person is going through.
Right.
I just can't relate. I can love on you,
Yep.
you can lean on me, but I may not be able to relate on that level.
Right.
So you've been here 2.5 years?
I've been here 2.5 years.
So did you start when you first came here? Did you look for certain programs or things that you could get involved with?
I just kind of just started volunteering at different places, but I knew what I wanted my program to be. I didn't really know where to start. And God really just directed me in certain paths, and I just obeyed and did what I was supposed to do. And it just, I don't know, the Little Rock is known for high violence and crime and all these other things, and you just want to know where you can be, where you can make a difference.
So it sounds like you started your own program.
I did. Yep. I started my own program called Under My Wing, which is a 24/7, just letting young girls and young boys know, hey, if you need somebody, call me. I don't care what time it is. And I would just pass out my business card to teenagers and, pretty much just let them know, if you need a friend, you need some guidance, whatever it is that you need, let me know. My phone don't have a time on it. If it's 3 o'clock in the morning, they call me, I'm on the way. So I've just kind of made myself available to the teen community that need a mentor or someone, even just somebody to talk to. Is actually how I've been starting out. And then slowly but surely other community programs kind of heard about me and asked me to come and either speak or collaborate to do some work together. So that's how I've been kind of connecting with the community.
So tell us about Black and Pink Strong.
Okay, so Black and Pink Strong is actually motivated by the Black Panther movement. I started doing some research, just kind of thinking about, what can I do? And then I started thinking, what can we do? And so in the Black Panther movement started out with a breakfast program, something simple. They had a lot of small programs that they did that enabled them to teach the community how to be self-sufficient. And I think we as a Black community need to learn how to start relying on ourselves. We have so many resources. We are an intelligent community, and we need to rebuild
But
that.
we have resources that are not always tied into the government, and that's kind of where my issue is.
Right.
We don't always have to latch up to governmental resources. We have resources within ourselves.
We do.
Within our minds, with our bodies.
Right.
Everything is not, I always tell people I didn't start Harambee Market on a loan.
Right,
There's no
right.
bank.
Yeah.
It's got Harambee Market attached to it. I just had to pull in my own resources, and I had to pull in my ancestors too.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had to get prayers and do whatever I needed to do to say, hey, I think this is what needs to be done. This
Right.
is what this community needs.
Yeah.
And so yours seems to be a grassroots, something that you're doing yourself.
It is.
So with that, I'm sure you're going to need help.
I'm
You need people that are going to come in.
Need a lot of help. So what it is pretty much since I've been here and recognizing a lot of the issues that have gone on, I've gone to a lot of summits, a lot of We Talks, and I kind of just showed up ready to sign my name up under any programs to be ready to work. And frankly,
Too much talking.
Too much talking, way too much talking. And I just feel like, okay, when we gonna, and then when the last summit that I went to, I got kind of frustrated because nobody wanted to hear the community speak. I had questions. I'm frustrated about certain things, especially working in the community with the teens or the kids with the public schools. I have a problem with a lot of stuff that's going on, and I'm pretty sure there's other community members that do as well. So instead of waiting around for programs and the government to give us money or to allot for us to do things, we can do a lot of this stuff ourselves. We can rebuild the Black community ourselves. And back in the day, that's what a lot of people have done. Bless you. And I feel like that is something that we can do again. I don't need to reinvent the wheel. The wheel was already created in 1966, and in 2018 we're gonna pick that wheel back up and we're gonna keep it going. So with the programs that I'm trying to put into place, it's pretty much Black community development, agricultural development, where we can go ahead and start, building our own gardens and feeding our people that are not able to afford to feed themselves. They don't need the money to go to these expensive Whole Food stores and buy all this expensive stuff. We can grow it ourselves. Breakfast program, like I said, for these kids that are starving, that don't have any food, they don't have any resources. The neighborhood watch. We have a lot of crime and gang communities and things. These kids are afraid to walk home that live in these low income areas. So we need to start getting our people together and start protecting these kids and getting them home safely.
So I know you have a program that's coming up on Saturday the 24th. Are you going to speak to all of these particular programs that you brought out about the agriculture, about the breakfast? Do you have anybody in place? Are you looking for people that can come in place and help in those areas?
That is going to be the point of the event, is to kind of just highlight the programs that I want to see happen, and then kind of just get people to sign up. Okay, you want to work in agriculture? Okay, then here, I got this group of people. You're going to sign up here. We got the Little Brothers of Power Youth Program. Can I get some brothers?
Yeah, I know some brothers out there too. Can I get some
brothers?
So I'm gonna give a shout out to. Well, I'm looking at the agricultural component of it, because I'm gonna give a shout out to Brother Obafemi in Pine Bluff, because I know he is. You know how they say toes on the ground? He is hands in the ground. Okay, I heard that. So I know he's doing some work out there. If somebody can tag Brother OB, or he may catch this later. Okay. When I look at Black community development, I'm gonna always give thanks and praise to the brothers NOI, Nation of Islam. They have moved right around the corner from us on Pike. So they are. I did a show with them. Hey, Brother Arthur Muhammad, I hope you're listening, and possibly you can make it to this particular event coming up on the. I'm gonna get the day wrong. On the 24th. So 3 to 7 p.m. We give the information about where she's going to be. So I see that a lot of this is already going on. It's just kind of honing in on who and what and where, and maybe so that it's not so spread out. We can say, hey, let's kind of unify, and get it kind of moving, or even really have what is it? Like a book of information. Okay, so this is who we need to call when it comes to this, or this is who we need to reach out to for that, because a lot of us are really doing the work. It's just kind of scattered, and that's okay, because I don't know if we can all always fit under one umbrella, but the work is being done.
Absolutely. Well, now I'd have to interject there. Okay. There's a lot of programs for a lot of students, after school programs and things like that. Where we as a people and as a community drop the ball is with these juveniles, with these gang members, with them or the ones that have records. Not a lot of people are interested in dealing with that demographic of youth. And so there has to be an aggressive approach. And I feel like a militant program like Black and Pink Strong, where we are incorporating Black history and we are lifting up these Black brothers.
I do like the
and these
militant
Black
part
sisters.
of it.
Yeah.
Y'all put a check by militant.
And I mean, if you think about the Black Panthers.
You have to be aggressive.
Yeah, you have to. The Black Panthers was aggressive, but you know what? They didn't have to go out and recruit.
Yeah.
Them brothers that was on the street, they saw them Black Panthers marching and they was like, yo, what is that?
Just
I want to be a
energy.
part of that.
Exactly.
So if I have an aggressive program where these kids can feel like they're a part of something, they're loved, they're getting that discipline, and they can do some work in their community and have a leadership role.
And let me tell you what I don't like. I work with kids, and let me tell you what I do not like. I do not like when a man or woman stands in front of children and say, now look at me. You can be like me if you do thus and so, A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3.
They got the leader
And then they
life.
leave, and then they come back,
Yep.
or if they come back at all,
Yep.
and they suited and booted and say, now look at me again. Do you want to be this long? First of all, the attention span of the young people that you're talking about is just like this.
Right.
And I've always been a component. You must live the life.
Absolutely.
You must be the model. So we're not going to talk about it. You're going to
Be
see
about
me
it.
in action
Absolutely.
being about it.
Absolutely.
You know, I just never cared for that. I made it look at where I am now. So let me come down and
Right.
share with you what
Right.
I did
Where you can go, where you
and
can
what
be.
you can do. And then you do all that and don't write a check. Now, at least you're going to write a check when you do all that. Sometimes they do it, they don't even leave a check at the door. You know, can you at least write out a check, brother, sister?
Right.
But I applaud you for wanting to, you know, be in the city just 2 years, under 3 years, and say, you know what, I see where we can add more, and I have a vision, and I want to add to it.
Yeah.
And I do know this is my home where I was born. And I've been here 10 years, but I do know that there are a lot of closed doors that you will receive. You know,
Oh,
a
absolutely.
lot of
And I'm
it.
prepared
And you
for
like
it.
surprised, like, wait a minute, I thought we were on the same team. I thought we were on the same journey. But as I said, there are a lot of people with some interesting bedfellows here.
Right.
And so they can't always be about what they seemingly are about.
And that's
so
okay.
That's okay. We can do it for ourselves.
And going forward with this, I am prepared to not have support. I am prepared to not have any volunteers.
Well, you can't do it by yourself, so you
I
will
can't
have
do it
support.
by myself.
You will have volunteers.
Yeah,
So
but
we're gonna
I mean,
speak that.
as far as the closed doors, I mean, because this is something that's not easy. Bringing it to light and putting it together has been a hard thing to do because you have to deal with the controversy of Black people rising. Like, what if this is successful? You know, what if Black people actually do become self-sufficient? What if Black people actually say, you know, well, I'm literally going to stop going to Kroger. I'm going to stop going to Walmart, and I'm going to shop with my other Black folks, and we're going to build up in Little Rock. We're going to take over 9th Street and take over 10th Street. What
Bring
if
it
Black
back.
people really do
Bring it
that?
back
You know,
back.
and we build our own communities and have our own banks and everything like that. Man,
You
we gonna
ready?
be in trouble.
Are you ready?
And that's what I'm saying. Once people start seeing us come up, what do you think is going to happen? And that's what scares me, is that this might actually be successful, and that's what makes me keep moving my feet forward.
Well, it's successful already because you're getting started. But let me say this
I
right
appreciate
quick.
that.
You're listening to Harambee Radio. We are live at 2104 Main Street, North Little Rock. We're right here at Harambee Market. You know, if you want to come by, you can come by and be in our little audience. We don't have an audience. We know you're out there listening, and we thank you so much. I give thanks to you for listening in. We're on not every Thursday, but what I am on is Thursdays at 8 o'clock. And I am speaking to Natasha Marie, and she is the organizer and the creator of Black and Pink Strong. So if you see that logo on the photo where this audio is playing, that is Natasha. She has an event coming up on the 24th, March 24th, at Touch of Quality, and I know what that is, 1715 South Scott Street, Suite B. What you can do is type that address in. Since
Okay.
you're listening on your phone,
Okay.
go ahead and type that address in for them so they can see that information. So that is from 3 to 7 on March 24th, last Saturday in the month. Hey, it's Women's History Month. So we have a sister, a woman here who is wanting to do something. She sees that there is a need, and I don't care how many organizations or movements that you have, there's always room for one more, especially in this particular arena that you're working in. Working with our youth, not just our youth, but really the ones that, you just kind of walk by and say, there's just no hope. Mm-hmm. But you see hope because somebody saw some hope in you, correct?
Absolutely.
So we thank you for being here. Show's not over yet. We see that you're listening. Thank you so much. Hey, everyone. Natasha has typed in the address, and do you have the date and the time?
Yes, I made sure I put that in there. March 24th from 3 to 7.
So tell us who's going to be there, what's going to go on, what can people expect when they come?
Okay, so I have some Black-owned businesses that are going to be there, and I want to, if you've never heard of the Black Wall Street, you got to do your research and look into that. It's a beautiful story, a beautiful and tragic story of how Black folks became millionaires and all that good stuff. But anyway, I want Black-owned businesses to come so that way we can learn how to support each other, number one. And then it's going to be kind of like a town hall meeting just to kind of throw the information out there as to what's expected. I'm going to have clipboards of all these programs. I need male mentors for Little Brothers of Power, female mentors for Little Sisters of Strength. I would love the elderly to come out because I've been getting a lot of feedback from the elderly saying that they want to see more change in the Black community, but they feel unheard, they feel dismissed. And so we want to make them feel important again. I can't talk about what happened in 1945 or 1950, 1960. I know my history, but I can't talk about it like the elderly that are still alive that lived in that time can, So we need that wisdom. We need it alive, we need it floating, we need it well, and we want them to feel that respect again. We want them to know that we love and respect them. The defense program that I would like to put in place, I feel like the Black community we're not under attack by law, but we're under attack by ignorance. We don't understand our rights. We don't understand the law. We have a descendant of the KKK as our president, and we need to be strapped with knowledge. We need to understand what our rights are, what it is that we're doing. Can you tell the audience a little more about that?
About what, Marie? What in particular? And you could just keep talking, and then she'll type it in.
So folks, so I'm going to have a clipboard out for all these programs, and as they're coming around and we're discussing it, they're going to go ahead and sign up for whatever it is that they're interested in, and I'm going to allow them the opportunity to. There'll be a sheet of paper that kind of shows bullet point of what's expected in those programs and build an organization for that, but it'll be all up under one umbrella, which is Black and Pink Strong. And
Black
we
Wall
have
Street. Black Wall Street.
The Black Wall Street. So the Black Wall Street, a lot of successful Black folk, males, females in Oklahoma. I don't remember the name of the city, but in Oklahoma. And what it was is they pretty much built their own community. Just like what I was saying as an example, they built their own community.
Every city had a Black Wall Street.
Yeah, they had their own grocery stores, they had their own banks, they had their own everything. They didn't have to step outside of their city limits for anything.
You had your own hotels, you had your own theaters.
Yeah.
Of course, they had the barber shops and the beauty shops. I mean, you're right. You didn't have to step out of the community. And guess what? You weren't allowed, so to speak, to be out in the community anyway. So to me, every town had a Black Wall Street, but the focus is on the one in the Oklahoma because it was bombed and all those businesses, perished. Yeah. And then places like here in 9th Street or even in other cities, they brought freeways through
to destroy the black
so
businesses.
It's like so now you can see remnants of what used to be. But if you talk, as you mentioned, the elders, about talk to my mom or talk to people in her era, you went to 9th Street from anything from a haircut to the movies to go buy pop or whatever the case may be. So thanks, Ms. Shawn. I think she has posted something in regards to your program.
Awesome, thank you.
I had somebody. Maybe, when I first opened, and I know a lot of people want to see more when it comes to Black this and Black that, but I have to applaud Little Rock as far as the economics are going, as far as independent Black-owned businesses.
Absolutely.
Because when I go to other places, I'm like, we're doing the doggone thing.
We're doing it in Little Rock.
Now, the attachment that I don't see it's the black leaders in the community not really honing in on the independent black-owned business person like myself, like what you do, like the people that come to Harambee Market. I don't know, maybe they don't see the value in it. I don't know what it is. I know when I come home to Houston, I can see the mayor in the hood. I'm gonna see the black mayor with the people, you know, eating out the gumbo pot everybody else eating out of.
Right.
It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But here, there's still a detachment of certain Negroes. I could be wrong. Prove me wrong, please. But I'm like, okay, now, you know, it's not like you got to be at a Harambee Market, but at some point, you do see what people are doing here independent on their own.
Right.
And to make that connection. So what you're doing here will probably, hopefully, make that connection to the higher ups. But will you have vendors at this event?
I will
looking for vendors?
I will have vendors. I do have space for a few more vendors. Not too many more, but I do have space for a few more vendors. The vendor fee is $50.
Okay.
And the money is going toward the event. It is not going in my pocket, but it's going right back into the event. So that is the reason why we're charging and why I'm charging $50 for.
Is it, how about to get in, to come to the
It's
event?
free.
It's free to come to the event.
It is free, and there's no
Vendors?
age. Kids can come. Actually, you know, and I have to highlight this. We have a 9-year-old whose mom is gonna sign up to be a vendor, and the 9-year-old, it's her business, but she sews. And it's not like a little rinky dink, like you wouldn't even think that this is a 9-year-old. She has pouches and patches and blankets and all type of stuff. And I mean, amazing stuff. And I'm like, how old did you say this girl was? I mean, talent in our kids.
Sure.
But that's just who we are. But Baba Amin is gonna be here as well.
Okay.
We are looking at trying to build a African-centered educational program here in Little Rock. He's already got it going down there in Dallas, and he has been uplifting our
Fort Worth, or is it Dallas?
Fort Worth. You're right.
I don't want to be
Fort Worth, Texas. You're right. I
Gotta
apologize.
be right about Fort Worth, Texas. Bobby, if you're listening in, you're in Fort Worth, not Dallas.
Sorry about
I had to correct that.
Right.
But it's all love. I know it's Fort Worth, Dallas love.
He's going to be traveling up and just kind of talking about his success with the black kids down there, pretty much uplifting those kids that have been in the public schools struggling, and then, you know, pulled them out and kind of just got them in touch with their roots, you know, doing that showing them that love and lifting them up as the young kings and princes that they're going to grow up to be, and just putting them in that mindset of leadership and power as a young black man, and it has successfully allowed them to excel in ways that, of course, a lot of people didn't think so.
So Baba Amin Ojuwoke from Fort Worth, he is the founder of the Uhuru Academy in Fort Worth. He has been to Little Rock several times. I think he has come for the past 3 or 4 years. He's come and he's actually spoke. He's done Temple here, which is every Black Power Friday weekend. He comes that Sunday and he presents Temple to us. So he is going to be speaking. Now, if you have not heard Baba Amin speak, you are missing out on a treat.
He is amazing.
Now, this brother comes to Little Rock, North Little Rock, all the time. Again, for the past 3, maybe 4 years. So that alone is a free event. There will be vendors, so go ahead and bring your cash. You can't bring your cards, but let's keep it real. Bring the cash, okay? We got a 9-year-old, and I'm not saying she's not efficient, she's not set up, but she may want the cash. She may not have the swipe and all that stuff set up. So go ahead and bless her with the cash payments. So Brother Amin is going to be coming to speak. Is there a certain time that he's going to speak, or within the program? Just, I know it's from 3 to 7.
Right. We're going to have a panel. The itinerary of the event is still in the making.
Okay.
So I don't have a program set yet, but it'll be prepared at that time. But you know, we will have a panel where he's going to be able to talk about the Uhuru Academy and the importance of us.
Tony Rose, greetings to you, sis. You were on my mind today. I'm not going to say any more. Just look for something to come your way. And greetings to you, and thank you for listening in, chiming in for however long you can. Thanks to everybody. I see C. Marie, Michonne, Patrick, a few other people I saw. I saw Jolanda Jones, and Lord, I bow down to that beautiful goddess in Houston, Texas. So thank you guys for listening in. This is Harambee Market Radio. I'm sorry, Natasha. swiped in while you were speaking
okay.
very clearly on the information that you want to share about your event. She is spearheading this on her own, and I can back that. I can come behind a sister or a brother or anybody that's going to do something on their own without waiting on nobody. So she has a program, which is the Black and Pink Strong. I don't know what I did with my fly. Black and Pink Strong. Something about I love the black and I love the pink too. And that combination together, perfect. So this is going to be March 24th. That is from 3 to 7. Touch of Quality. That's in Little Rock. That's behind the grocery store. Right?
I'm not
You're not sure what it is?
Not sure.
I know where it is because there used to be a club back in the day. Anyway, Touch of Quality is South Scott Street. She has the address. If you look in the comments, it is not hard to find. I think it's a block east of Main Street. If you know where the post office is on Main Street, across the street from the post office is the grocery store. I can't think of the grocery store or City Market, or it may have changed to Edwards or City Market. It's right behind there. It's not hard to find at all. And as you shared with me, Brother Amin Ojawok from Fort Worth, Texas, the Uhuru Academy, who is that institution, you know, I know bare knuckles, blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
That brother has put into creating that program.
Absolutely.
He and his beautiful queen. I'm going to have to call her Ebony Essence. I know she has another African center name, but I met her as Ebony Essence. So, Brother Amin and Sister Ebony Essence will be here. Hopefully, the sister will be coming as well.
Yeah, I think she's coming.
Okay, awesome. And hopefully they perform. I don't know if you've seen them perform together, but they're a beautiful duo when they perform. And they're going to be speaking to your mission and your vision and what it is you want to do.
Yeah. Well, he's open to extending the academy here in Little Rock. So we're looking at, you know.
So it's going to talk about African-centered schooling.
Yep.
I love it.
That's what he's going to do.
Because there's a lot of issues with the schools here. And I know there's some people that really want to, you know, keep hope alive. But there are options. And one option is teaching your own.
Yeah.
And not only that, teaching them who you are and not who they want you to be.
That's beautiful.
So give it up to the Uhuru Academy. And he also has adult diplomas if you did not get your diploma for whatever reason, they offer that as well. I think that's online.
Yeah.
But we'll have to check.
There's a lot of great programs.
Hopefully somebody can type in the Uhuru Academy. And should I tag? Did you tag, brother?
I did tag him.
He may be busy. He does a lot of live things as well. Greetings, everyone. Thank you for the love. Thanks for listening in as well. So, Natasha, is there anything else you want to share with us other than us coming out? It is a free event.
Really, if you know of any good brothers and any good sisters, mentors that want to come out and be effective, like I said, the Little Brothers of Strength and the Little Brothers of Power and the Little Sisters of Strength program is going to be a militant program where we are incorporating some serious discipline. They're going to have to, if they are not in school, they're dropouts, we want them to get back into school and get their GED. So when I say I need some strong brothers and some strong sisters that's about some serious black movement and some serious discipline, I need you to step up and help me out. Because these kids are the ones that are not eligible to be in these after-school programs or part of these other organizations, and they're kind of left behind and forgotten about. I'm not just saying that they are the only ones eligible to be in the program, but we want to offer them a safe haven and a safe place to come and change their life around and be there to pick them up and get them right back on the right track. Give them a sense of responsibility into this community and allow them leadership roles in a lot of these other programs. When they feel important and they feel like they're actual contributors instead of juveniles, delinquents, and waste of society, we want to put them in leadership roles and give them some type of responsibility and ensure that they're back on track with their lives while going through this program. So really, I just need some strong brothers and some strong sisters to show up next Saturday and sign up to be a part of these programs. I will.
Well,
have,
you know, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take patience.
It is.
Natasha, you're gonna have to breathe.
I know.
You know, they taught us how to breathe
Right.
at the workshops a couple of weeks. So you're gonna breathe because I know Natasha's also a fitness trainer. Okay, she got her fitness training certification, so she has energy. She's just like she's muscle. She's lean muscle. She can run. She can jump. I know she can. You know, she can get some things done. So she's coming with that mindset, and she's looking for the best out of all of us. And you need to kind of get in where you can fit in. And I know that's how I operate. I just try to get in where I can fit in. So you know you have the help of me, and I know we have the help of those in the community. But it does take time, Natasha. And so I am definitely giving you all of my ashes at this moment so that you will do what you need to do and that the right people will come your way to help and assist you. So again, March 24th, that is a Saturday. Information is in the comments. We do want people to come out. I'm assuming this may not be the last meeting.
No. This is a launch.
Okay, this is a launch. Now, you know a lot of people come, it may not be to the 5th launch
That's
where
okay.
you really see those that need to help.
Right.
You know. So don't be discouraged.
I won't.
But it can be discouraged.
I'm prepared.
You prepared?
I'm prepared.
All right.
I put a Ruhu Academy's website in there.
All right.
It's in there.
Okay, I see it just popped up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys are listening to Harambee Live. And I am Melanie, host of this show. We are at Harambee Market right now. We're sitting by the window. And the reason why we do that, I may sit up front next time where I can look outside because I used to work for a radio station in Houston, Texas, KCOH, and right there on Alameda. And the DJ sat in a booth that looked out onto the street. And so in the daytime, you know, he could see everybody coming and going. But at night, you could look in the DJ booth and you could see who was on live. So that's a little bit about my past. And I just thought, yeah, why not do a radio station right looking out on North Main in North Little Rock. So we want to thank everybody for listening in. We also want to remind you that this Saturday is our Women's History Month Vendors Market. So we will be featuring vendors, some new, some you've not vended with before, some you haven't seen in a while, and some that are local to us, and we're just always looking forward to having them back. So please like our page, Harambee Market. Hey, can somebody put a Harambee Market page? Can somebody put that in the comments, please?
I got you.
And if somebody, Michonne, I know you have an event page for that. Could you maybe put the event page so people get the information about coming out? We're going to have my workshop starts at 8:30 to 11. That's going to be the wellness with vegan food. We're going to show you how to detox. I'm going to have chlorophyll water. I'm going to have detox tea. Oh, I'm going to do some live raw vegan food dishes for you. Had a lady come tonight. Her and her sister, or her cousin, I think they signed up for it. So I'm really excited about it. You can sign up online. I would prefer you do that because, you know, when you're dealing with food, it's always best to know how many people are coming. You know, you don't want to leave your people hanging, you know. So go ahead and sign up. Hit me on the inbox and say, hey, Melanie, I'm coming. I'm going to have, you know, whatever you need in hand when I walk in the door. For whatever reason, some people just don't like signing up online, and I can definitely respect that. No problem. And then after that, from 12 to 5, we'll have the vendors set up. Thanks, Michonne. You see the Facebook event. The vendors will be in-house. Pam Jackson is coming, Funky Knits and Naturals from Memphis, Tennessee. Somebody tell her we're on live. She's probably somewhere. Being Pam, that's what we love about her. We'll have Michonne with Creole concoctions. See, Natasha always gets excited when we talk about those Creole concoctions.
I know Michonne is like, this girl, she in love with me because I be like, sister, I love you. I miss you. I need that drink.
She's been concocted.
I've been concocted.
You all have to come to know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay? We cannot explain it any further. You must be here. You must look in her eyes if you can stand it. You must place your order and go somewhere and sit down. Okay? And just take it all in. All right? We'll also have Sister Mental Sequence. She'll be in the kitchen dropping those cauliflower, chicken, non-chickens, and some greens and some yams. So she will be here in the kitchen. That starts at 12 o'clock. And so I already know how that goes. All right, so go ahead and bring your little dollars and get ready for that. And let's see, Christina Witherspoon Designs. She's a homegirl. She is a Little Rock, Arkansan, but every so often she comes home to visit her mother. She lives in Chicago, and she designs clothing. She designs earrings. She designs handbags. She sews. She does really wonderful work, and so she's going to come and set up with us as well. And I don't know, we may have someone else pop up. Not sure yet. So we want you to come out this Saturday, rain or shine. We're going to shine. That ain't a problem. It's Women's History Month. So come and buy and shop from a black woman, because that's all we're going to have up in here. Vending in some black women. And we love it. We love it. So thanks. I know Michonne is sharing all of the vendors and the information, like their pages. Tell them, hey, I hope to see you Saturday, that you're going to come out. So we have a full day. And just thank you so much. So we're going to end now, unless somebody wants to talk about something. But I think it's going to be a wrap, because I need to get ready for Saturday. Got to do some shopping and those type of things. But again, Natasha, thank you. Thank you for Black and Pink and Strong. Go ahead and when when this show is over, make sure you share it out and get this information out to other people. Is there anything else you want to share? Anything we need to be prepared for? Anything we need to bring other than the money, so we can shop with the vendors that you're going to have there?
Absolutely not. Like I said, just want some support and some volunteers to step up. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, it sounds like real work. You're asking us to invest, not financially, but in work and time and love. So what was it? You said at 11 years old, you were going through a lot and thought about committing suicide, or
I did.
You tried to commit suicide. What did someone do or say to you specifically? What do you remember that shut all of that down?
Well, I'm the oldest of 5, and in my responsibility of assisting my mother and helping to raise my siblings, that's a pretty heavy burden, on top of molestation, on top of physical abuse, on top of watching my mother be physically abused, on top of being bullied, on top of being embarrassed. And I say embarrassed because my mother is hearing impaired. She can't hear, she can't talk. So, I was embarrassed of being poor. I was embarrassed of my mother. I was embarrassed of life. I just hated life. Like, it was just hard every day, like from the time I was a child up until I got older. And honestly, that is the life of most at-risk teens and kids
a lot going
that
on,
are living in the private communities.
And I work, I work with young people 17 to 18, 19.
Yeah.
And I know there are some days I don't get it. And then when I find out some information or a little background information, I'm like, wow, when I was 16 or 17, like, I couldn't imagine me having to deal with some of the things that they're having to deal with. And that stuff is real. And then it does affect, of course, how you work in a classroom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just your whole day, your whole life. So thank you for that testimony. You definitely, can relate. Yeah. I don't think you get bullied anymore, though, do you? She doesn't get bullied anymore.
Once I stopped being afraid of taking losses, for some reason, all my fights became wins.
All right.
I ain't about that life no more.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on. We love you. I got to end it. Sometimes I don't want to end, but I hope to be on again soon. And also, if you want to sponsor a show like this, just get in touch with me. Some of you all want to vend. You want to kind of elevate, add a little bit more to what you're doing. You can be on the show. We can talk about your products. We can talk about you. You can also vend. There's a lot we can do with this broadcast. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. There's one of our sponsors, Creole Concoctions. Yay. So, hey, just hit me up on the inbox. And until then, we'll see you then. This is Melanie, host of Harambee Market. And for now, we're just going to say good night.
Good night.